You're rocking with the best.
Yeah. I feel good. Blaze, hold on, night. I feel good. It's about time. I'm living my life, get mine. And baby, I feel good. No lie. Big cheese cross my face, you know why. Baby, I feel good. These saints try to steal my joy, but I swear by my Lord, express it cause I feel good, baby. So next time you see that boy, ain't gotta ask for cause I'm doing so good. So good, so good. Yeah.
You are now tuned in to the I Feel Good Morning Show on Blaze It Up Radio.
Wake up, coffee in the morning. I'ma serve you up while you yawning. No snoozing, no sleep, just Wake up, coffee in the morning. I'ma serve you up while you yawning. No snoozing, no sleep, just
Shawty sweat the technique, sweat the technique, sweat the technique. You know what it is. Shawty sweat the technique. $100,000, I'ma be here all week. Cause we all in. Homie, we be ballin'. Coming for that jackpot, so you know we all in. We all in. We hear you haters talking. We all in. We
all in, making that bankroll. No cap, no fitting, no kango. Play 100 like one got gang though. You ain't talking money, you ain't spit.
All right. I mean, I know you haven't seen me, guys. I know you don't even know who the hell I am. But let me introduce myself. I am.
Who are you?
Well, allow me to retort. I am the one and only Mr. Cooper. This is Catch a Vibe Radio. That other face that you're seeing right now, he is your host for Catch a Vibe Radio for Wildin' Out Mondays. But today, I am the special guest host, and who else better to introduce the wordsmith, the world-renowned songwriter, producer, engineer, business owner, philanthropist, all of the above. I give to you Blaze Hunter, the ninth wonder.
Come on, couldn't have said it better my damn self. Billionaire!
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
How are you, sir?
Man, whenever we get the opportunity for it to be these two on the screen, you always know.
These two.
Yeah. We always know it's epic, bro. Always.
all the time. I am gracious, humbled, if you will, every time I sit in front of my partner. This is, for those of you all that do not know, this is my business partner of well over 4 years. And I'm saying over 4 years because before we started, certain things that we're going to discuss in here, before we became a team, we were well versed with each other and what we did and the circles that we ran in over these illustrious years of being in this business. We hadn't crossed paths per se until we crossed paths, but that's neither here nor there. If you all do your research, you can go to Convos with Mr. Cooper, hosted by yours truly, and you can see and listen to the 2 interviews that have been done with this man, just going down his illustrious career, and a little bit of that will be touched on, sir. First,
I'm ready.
I want to start this off by asking, how did you get acquainted with Catch a Vibe Radio for this?
So this is crazy. So Compton, shout out to Compton, owner of Catch a Vibe Radio, been reaching out for a hot minute. Now Compton, I'm gonna tell you something that you're about to find something out that you ain't even know. So when he first was hitting me up, he was using his logo, the logo for Catch a Vibe Radio. It's a chick on the logo. So I'm like, man, who this chick trying to get at me? Ignore.
We don't fall for them.
I'm like, shit can't treat me. Go. So you can't hit me up. I'm like, I'm about to block this stuff. I'm like, you know what? Something told me. Just go ahead and read the message. So read the message, let me know what it was doing, things of that nature. So finally I was like, all right, we get him on the call. We video called, we spoke, and pretty much let me know who he was, what the radio station was, what he trying to do. And it was like, with what I'm doing, and I'm bringing on these legends and doing this thing, I need a host that's really going to be able to handle that, and clearly your boy is the right man for the job, humbly speaking. And we've been knocking out these interviews, man. Compton been rolling them up, and I've been knocking them down. You feel me? So yeah, man. From the Rough Riders to 112, T-Pain's father, his artist Nando, from the legendary Shirley Cooley from the group Climax. Like, there's just been fire artist after fire artist, and all of them have made legendary impacts on my life, on our lives. Like 112 been the soundtrack of a lot of our lives, you know what I'm saying? So it's been
112
it's been dope.
The soundtrack of a lot of how shall I say, long nights.
Come on now.
Long nights. It's been soundtracked by a lot of 112 music, if you will.
I told him in the interview, I asked him, I'm like, well, how does it feel to know that a lot of this generation out here is here because of you? He was like, long as they'll come at me for child support, I wasn't in the room. I was like, well, you kind of was. You kind of was in the room.
You kind of was in the room, but that's neither here nor there. We're not going to touch that. So let's tackle some things, because in this day and age in music, things are so fast, right? They come at you fast, and they're presented in a fast way. People consume, whether it's music, media, things of that nature. For as long as you've been in this business, Blaze, what has kept you not only relevant, but kept you focused in your goals as you've been accomplishing these different things that we're going to discuss today? I want to start off with that.
Yeah, well, it's been a whole lot. It's a combination of things. Number one, it's continuing to evolve. Now, when I say evolve, not meaning I'm changing from what I am, but it's more I evolve by being able to adapt to what's going on. But I evolve in a way because when some people adapt, when they adapt to something, they kind of start to mirror what that is,
right?
So it's really I'm not gonna say copycatting, but copycatting almost, So what I do, the evolution is when I adapt to what's going on, I evolve in that way to be able to still be me, keep my identity, but be able to do it to where I don't sound dated or played out to what's going on currently, and to me, that's evolution, to be able to tap into those places. So that's one. Number two is because I know for a fact that I'm meant to do what I've been doing. Like, it's not a mistake that I've been in this industry. I done rubbed elbows with some of the best. I done been in so many different rooms, and if I wasn't meant to be here, there's no way that I would be in those rooms, and to know that I've been through a lot of things and been at all these mountaintop areas, and the reason that those mountaintops didn't explode were other people. Nothing was on. There hasn't been a situation, and I'm transparent. If there's been a situation where it was like, dang, I messed up on that, I could have done that better, I would, I claim that, but I haven't been in those positions. Right. Every position has been somebody else's foolishness, somebody else's negligence, and so to know that, it's like, I know that I'm here, like, and I can see if I made it there once and then never made it back to those rooms again, So the fact that I know that no matter what, I continue to end up in these places and beyond, I'm meant to be here. So that's what keeps me going.
Come on. I mean, and with that being said, I know for a fact, and what the rest of the viewers will find out is not only the wordsmith within you, being able to deliver lyrics and punchlines and just things in a way that is not really heard in not just today's music, but just it's not heard in this whole genre of what people call hip hop and rap music. Like, it's not heard of. You have a way of staying in the pocket and being able to deliver every time.
Come on.
Not once, not twice. Now this is my own personal time. Everybody watching me on Catch a Vibe right now. This man does not miss. He does not miss. I dubbed him the wordsmith for a reason. I gave him that.
He did.
Hold on.
Yeah, that guy.
Y'all know I gave him that, right?
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he did. He did.
Yeah,
he really did. Yeah.
So, and I did it for a reason. There are songs that he's made years ago that if they're played right now, they fit right now. They fit in today's market right now. He didn't know that back then. There's no way he could have known that back then. But as a listener, that's prevalent. Let's pick up, because this is not your normal interview. You know, this is I'm getting a chance to tell the world and be able to show the world who this man is. Like he said previously, he has interviewed some legends on this show, and not for nothing, guys, I'm talking to a legend. My business partner is a legend, so everybody will pay homage. Anywho, my question to you, sir, is what gives you purpose?
Man, it's God. That's exactly where I go. God, it gives me purpose, because to know, for me personally, like a lot of people have their religious views and all of that stuff. I don't care about nobody else's views in their relationship with them. I care about my relationship. The same way as like with my mom. Like my siblings got their own relationship with my mom. I got my own relationship with my mom. You feel me? And that's what matters to me. And when it comes to God, we got a crazy type relationship. And because of how he gives me the ability to see things, that lets me know that I have purpose. And then I've been blessed to be able to see a lot of the things that helps fuel that purpose. For example, like I've been blessed to be in a situation to where I have a big family. I'm in a bunch of different circles, but even though I may not be tight with everybody, I've been blessed with that ability to be able to, I would say, tolerate more than most. So because of that gift to be able to tolerate more than most, I don't have fallouts with a bunch of people. I'm normally that person that everybody goes to contact, everyone. So being in that position, it gives me a place to really see how I can be an impact to people's lives. It's put me in a place to where I appreciate relationship, I appreciate connections, you know what I mean? All of that type stuff. So, and to me, it's God-given. A lot of people see just musical talents or like physical talents as God-given abilities, and it's not. Patience I have a certain level of patience. You and I both know some of the meetings we've been in. you know, like I know a lot of times you be like, how in the world you still got tolerance for? It's like I've been gifted with this extreme amount of patience with people, and to me it's such a gift, because a lot of times people are so misunderstood. People, depending on how they grew up, what they dealt with, what their surrounding is, like I know that I just can't judge people off of their actions right away. Sometimes it makes you want to slap the hell out of them. Like, you know what, before I slap him, I don't even know why he like this, but let me just peel off a couple little layers and let me chill. And it's a calm. And I know that can only be God. It can't be nobody else. So that gives me purpose, like being able to to know that my relationship with him is good, and he blesses me by allowing me to see the fruits of my labor. A lot of people can't say that. Like, there are a lot of things that I put in, like with lupus. When I had lupus, before I knew it was lupus, and I got real sick and I had to go to the hospital, and I was in that phase of recovery, like I was able to see the fruits of my labor, because all through my life before, people would tell me, oh, you're too nice, you need to stop giving people rides without gas money, quit recording these people for free, quit doing this, quit doing that. But even though a lot of people did take advantage, you know, still there was something in me that was like, nah, that ain't me. So I'm gonna continue to just be me. And like, once when the lupus thing happened, people just started throwing in money, thousands of dollars, to help pay for the treatments and everything. And anytime I asked why y'all was doing it, man, you remember back in the day when I ain't have no ride or whatever, you would come scoop me up without gas. Man, I ain't had no bread for studio, boy. You came and recorded me. I ain't had no place to stay, boy. You let me crash for like 2 months. So a lot of that stuff were like, and these are all people that I ain't talked to in a hot minute. So So yeah, bro. So I was like, well, God, you just showed me the fruits of my labor. That my labor was doing all that stuff I was doing with them genuinely, and to see it pay off is like, wow, you know. So yeah, man, that just gave me purpose to continue to move, go on, continue to create, and use my talents and everything for good, bro.
Yo, we offer a 1-month radio rotation on Catch a Vibe Radio. Your single spun in the club by DJ P-Town and DJ Chuck Fresh. And also an interview on Catch a Vibe Radio with your boy Blaze Hunter Ninth Wonder. And that ain't all. Also, you're going to get radio play on Blaze It Up Radio. 6 plays a day and be added to the mainstream and independent power mix. 7 plays on Catch a Vibe. 6 plays on Blaze It Up. 2 plays in the club. You can't miss it, man. All for the amazing price of $150. Now stop playing.
You touched on something earlier in your answer that's near and dear to the both of us. That's your mom. You know, yeah. I've had the pleasure of meeting Mama Ninth Wonder, Mama Keisha, if you will, and I've had the pleasure of seeing kind of where you get your oomph from. You get what I'm saying? Where you get that motor. That nonstop motor. How does it feel to create a business like Book Jams with your mother, create a legacy with your mother, and be able to start this business and press forward in the business world? How does that feel? Man, that I can't even, like, money doesn't even like, the value of money, like, don't even compare to the value of that, to know that I'm able to do this. Like, me and my mom got one of those situations, you know how people like, oh, mama's boy or whatever. I ain't gonna go cap. I've been that, you know. Right. I've been that, and this has been like, we've been ride or die. So she had me young, so we basically grew up together pretty much. A lot of everything I've been through, she's been able to, you know, be there and share it with me. So she was the one that discovered the music talent. Like, I didn't even realize, I'm thinking it was something normal when I first started beatboxing. And let me show you this thing that I came up with. She was like, what? Made me do it again. We was at a park. Made me do it again. Everybody crowded around. And then she found out a member of the family that had a studio, took me there. She found Feist, took me there. She honed that, took me to, and more than just that, made sure that, okay, you got a musical talent. Let's go to piano classes so you can know how to at least read music. Now I know how to produce. You know, like, she was instrumental in a lot of that. So when it came to the business, I knew that she was in a place to where she wanted to be creative but didn't know how. Of course, she know. Her mind is, you know, got to go work on this man 9-to-5, go work on this 9-to-5. She a hustler and a go-getter, but that's what she knew. And what's beautiful is you're a part of this, because she got to witness and see both of us in our element. And she's like, and then we talking about, you know, what's been made or whatever. And she's like, dang, I'm making kind of more than what I'm making on the job. So she was like, I know that I could put something together. She came to me and was like, let's really make it happen. Let's put it together. She grabbed she's been writing for a long time, just never knew that it could be done, and pretty much broke it down like, this can be done. And man, before you know it, we having weekly meetings about what we want to do.
We like every Saturday we met at like 2 o'clock every Saturday. Me, her, my sister met together. We devised the plan of what we wanted to do each book. I come up with the music, and the thing just started moving like a well-oiled machine, and it kept it, and it kept it very. It got done because we approached it like a business. She took me serious, and what's crazy is, like, to be totally transparent too, her seeing us together is, I believe, it was what really made her take what I do 100% serious. There was no more doubting, oh, he's doing this and he ain't made. It was like, she never doubted the talent, but there was always that mother instinct in her, like, all right, go get a job, go do this, go do that. But when she saw us together in our element, making moves, we on the Zoom meeting with someone, and she was just like, these boys got a TV station, got this and that no investment, and they made this happen. It was like, and I know it made her proud, and that's one of my main things, is to know that she good, and even though nobody's opinion should matter, it means something to me that she is proud of what I'm doing, and see what I'm doing, and believe in it. She know that I ain't gotta worry. He got this. So let's not like let that fire past people's head. Come on.
I want to touch on what you just said, by her witnessing what we do. Those of you that are watching right now, that did not hear me before, they're just coming in to Wildin' Out Mondays right here on Catch a Vibe Radio. I am the one and only Mr. Cooper. I am the special host for this element of Catch a Vibe Radio, Wildin' Out Mondays, and my guest is the original host.
Let's go.
Blaze Hunter, Ninth Wonder, and right now we are discussing his business acumen, and we just got finished talking about Book Jams, a company that was created by his mother, Miss Keisha, and himself, along with his sister Novi, which is blazing a trail for all children all over the world. Make sure you all, I know the link will be in the description and below, so you make sure you all go and check out Book Jams. It is the right thing to get for your children. It's needed in this day and age. Book Jams. I want to make sure that we don't fly past this. Like I said, this logo behind me, Signature Series Entertainment. This is my company. Together, before the pandemic, I partnered with the Wordsmith right here on the most prestigious.
Come on, y'all feel it in your prestigious.
Oh, that was a little higher.
Yeah. What?
In the land, the Signature Series Network.
Come on,
sir. Let's touch on the network. The Signature Series Network was something that is near and dear to our hearts.
Very.
I know this for a fact. With you. From the inception to now, what is your take on the evolution of the network and what we've created?
Man, what comes to mind is the sentence that comes to mind is, they don't deserve it. Yo, look, y'all don't deserve the Signature Series Network. Y'all really don't.
Wait. Why don't they deserve the Signature Series?
Allow me to retort. Y'all don't deserve the Signature Series Network because y'all don't appreciate. And when I say y'all, I'm speaking of the majority. So there may be a few of y'all who do appreciate it, but y'all are outnumbered by the majority of who don't. And we keep it transparent, especially when it's us on here. So worry about being politically correct. We created this for the independent content creator. We created a space to where you guys could be seen in a light that when people watch TV or Netflix or whatever, you could be seen and presented in that type of light, but not only be seen in that light, also have an extra push to be treated as if you're on like a regular TV channel, like if you're on what you're used to, your USA networks, your BETs, your AMCs. You know how the show will play, they'll have advertisements for the show throughout the week, letting people know to watch it, all of that type stuff. We do that for the content that's on our network. And in my mind, when we started it, you couldn't tell me, I would have bet my life that there's no way that these people wouldn't appreciate this. And we've both seen and witnessed how the high majority of content that has been on don't appreciate the fact that they're on it. They don't take advantage. They don't promote that they're on it. They're not seeing themselves win, and it's their fault. And what's crazy is I've been waiting to see, all right, who's going to be the competition. I've been waiting to see what other TV network is going to do what we do. What other independent? Yeah. It's like, where the hell is that damn owl? That's all. And to this day, like, anybody could prove me wrong. Send me something. I've yet to see it. I've not. And it's like, and then some of these same people that have put their stuff on or that have been approached are in the same position. And it's like, so when I think of the network and how it's grown, it's like when we reached our 3-year mark, when we had the anniversary, it started out as it's crazy, 3 years, and then it turned into, y'all don't deserve this, because we put in so much work. We put in so much work. Y'all don't understand. Y'all don't understand the meetings, the freaking being all the sacrifices we made, be screwed over by people, and not just the people that we trust to put on board to do stuff that mishandle things. We are also talking about scam artists, like people who say that they're going to apply for grants and charge this type of money. And we've done so much and went through all these hoops for y'all. Really, we create the shows that we created. We selfishly could have just made it about us. Combos, interviews, other people to build y'all up. Top 10 music video countdown show. Like, if I wanted to, like, I could make sure that me and Cooper number 1 and 2 all the time. We purposely don't, outside of the show, push out people to vote for us, so y'all got a chance. It's for y'all, and it's like there's a lot of that. And I know I get to a place to where it's like, you know what, ain't no point of crying over spilt milk or anything, but in this situation, I just had to let it be known. That's the question I wanted to answer, and people don't deserve it for a lot of those reasons. Is that going to stop what we're doing? Of course not, because there's been so much good that has come out. So now that we got out of the way that they don't deserve it, my second part of that answer would be, I could not have imagined that it would be the way that it is. When I take a chance to just sit back and just watch it, I lay in the bed, make sure I get it on to have it, cast into the big screen, and I'm watching it and I'm like, wow, like this is a live in action, real life. Like, we created this, the content that's on it, the opportunity for people who ain't getting that, probably feel like, oh, I put in all this work and nobody just watched this amazing film I put together. I'm looking at it, I'm watching it, and I'm enjoying it, and I'm seeing it. And I know that that there are over 300,000 viewers each month going to the site and is watching bits and pieces of this content, and it's like, a lot of these people don't understand. They really don't understand the if they all just wanted to take this stuff together. The very next Miami Web Fest, is going to feature a bunch of Signature Series Network content. They're actually going to be a Signature Series Network award that's presented. It's like, this is huge stuff. These are huge things, and it's like, to be able to to know that that's possible. That's something that we created. Like there was no, yeah, you know, we got this much millions of dollars and we're going to invest it in you guys, and you guys, we did this
with these
you know,
hands.
Come on,
Them
we
hands
did
you
this.
see in these hands, we created something that will stand the test of time.
And I love that, to know that. I remember one of the times we had my card, the card that we used was somebody tried to steal or whatever, so I got a new one. So when you do that, normally you have to change all of the places you pay your bills. So I forgot when it came to the network. So when it didn't get, so the preschool called me and was like, yeah, I think the channel is down, and I was like, oh, the thing, give me a second, got it fixed. And it's like, thank you so much, because we play it in the class, the children's channel in the classroom. Great job, by the way. And I'm like, so it blew my mind. For one, the person looked me up on social media to find me, to be able to write me directly to let me know that it was down, because they every day in their freaking preschool watch the network,
the children's network, the children's channel on the Signature Series network is in preschools, guys. Come on.
There's another guy, freaking he's out in Vegas now. He has his own little sports bar that he has. He's trying to build it and grow it to a thing, but all day he plays the network. He just has it running, the primetime channel running all day. That's it. Never changes it. It's just running all day. And he was, as like to hear that, to know that everybody that comes into his establishment, when they're sitting, drinking, eating, talking, it's playing. So that's just more opportunity for more eyes to see that amazing microphone with the golden wings and all of that comes with it. It's dope. It's great, and I love that people know it. When I went and did the last thing, we did a back to school thing. The Blaze It Up Radio hosted it. This kid recognized me and was like, "Oh, you." And he was like, you're on the show with the girl on the picture, with the picture girl and the girl kept messing the name up, not saying that baby, kept saying the baby, and I wasn't getting him, like, oh, I was like, oh, that baby, and he was like, dude. It was like, he did the sound effect. Yeah, he did the did. And it was like his uncle. He said his uncle or his dad, one of the two, is an independent artist and watched the show. And his dad, it was his dad. And his dad, the way he found out about the show is he was on at the time when we had the Vibing with K. Will show. His dad was one of the artists on the show. So they continued to watch the network after that. So to know that it's a part of people's lives, you know what I'm saying? It's something that we created that's a part of people's lives. Like, to me, that's dope. And we just overpassed 3 years. It's only gonna get bigger.
It's only gonna get better. And what he's referring to is the Signature Series network, the most prestigious network in the land. The link will be in the description. You just touched on it, and I know we're on Catch a Vibe Radio live, but sir, I want you to tell the world about the most prestigious radio station in the land that is Blaze It Up Radio. Sir, before you get into it, because this is something I believe that the world needs to hear, because it was a time, I'd say early 2019, maybe early 2019, we had a discussion, and in this discussion, he ran down just his thought process on what he wanted to start up and how he wanted to accomplish it. And there was a little bit of doubt in a sense, and I don't think that doubt came from I can't do it space. I think the doubt of it came from what you had just experienced while going through this. So this is how I want to set this up, and this is why I'm so damn good at my job.
Come on,
sir, I would like you to talk about your position at Universal Music and what led you to create what I feel is the greatest radio station alive today when it comes to pushing, promoting, and elevating the independent artist Blaze It Up Radio.
So Universal Music, my God. So I just got out of a crazy time period of my life. I'm, going through this inner lupus battle that I've been dealing with, but maybe 8 years of it, 7 to 8 years of it, I did not realize exactly what the issue was. So I went a good amount of time not knowing what's been attacking me.
So wait, you did the sickness and everything that you were feeling during that time, you didn't know that you were dealing with lupus at the time. You did not know what it was.
I didn't know I was dealing with lupus nor dealing with myositis. So when I was getting the skin rashes or whatnot, I assumed it was psoriasis or I thought it was one of those, because at that time I did a horrible job allowing other people to diagnose what they felt it was. Oh, I'm telling you, bro, you dealing with this, or it's this and that. So somebody had me using the cortisone cream or whatever. I never knew that the cortisone cream had a steroid in it, so it made it worse. So there was one thing I didn't know. There was another person, and this is why people, I'll say, when y'all do go on y'all journey of spirituality to meet God, you do the research for yourself and find that relationship for yourself. Don't let it be based on other people, and because other people will steer you down the wrong path. I had an individual that completely was steering me down the wrong path, saying that that you don't have to go to the hospital, you just need to have faith and and you, rightfully so, you do have to have faith. You have to have faith. But at the end of the day, if something's wrong with you, God gives you wisdom. You know what I'm saying? Right. You use your wisdom and you go and you get checked out. You go make sure that you take care of what you need to take care of, not just listening to other people. And so and that's another story for a whole nother show. And I'm saving that interview strictly for you too as well. But
gotcha.
Well, yeah. Well, neither here nor there. So there were so many people misdiagnosing me wrong. So long story short, there was a time period where all of a sudden I just started to feel better. Wasn't necessarily. It was like the disease just decided to let's lay off for a little bit. That's pretty much what it was. It just stopped. But there wasn't nothing, no changing in eating. It just got to a better where I wasn't as achy, and so I was like, all right. So I felt more energized to do stuff, and so I let some few people know that I'm I'm feeling a little better. I want to get back into engineering and doing this. One cat was like, let me know about Universal Music. He's like, yeah, these dudes they're losing the engineering. I might be able to get you in. So I had the introduction with freaking, I'll say his name, Jonathan Phoenix. Had the introduction. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Man, I'm sorry for the technical difficulties, guys. It was. Yeah. I'm sorry.
Yeah. So I had the introduction, and heard what sold me immediately was, we're going to be the new faces for, the independent content creator. As I'm like, that's what I'm about. It's like, this all the higher ups and the big names, they want to keep the big names there. So we're going to be the ones so that's what I was brought in on, so I took it and ran with it. The thing is, they didn't expect me to take it and run with it. When I was like, got to link up with Mr. Cooper, let's have a meeting. Because remember, he was all supposed to be at that meeting, no show, because it was built on procrastination. I was like, I'm going to this meeting. Went there, we spoke, chopped it up. That's legendary. We got all the footage of that. Y'all can check that out on the most prestigious network in the land, which is Signature Series Network. But we had our meeting, and so there was that, and then the way that he handled that situation was like, all right, red flag number one. So everybody that was being brought in, red flag. I'm seeing all the different things that are going on, and I'm like, but you know what? I'm in this position, so let me still learn everything I need to take and see if I could be that change that it needs. But after a while, I got to a point where it was like, ain't no saving this ship going down, so I was soaking in all the connections I could, let every single, every person that I did connect with, let them know that, look, I ain't got nothing to do with all that. I just work here, but we gonna figure something out. And then lo and behold, the loop is on my side. It's crept back in. Again, at the time, I didn't know what it was. It just crept back in, messed me up, put me to a point to where I was extremely, extremely skinny, and it took 20 pounds off me in a week. I had to be hospitalized. And long story short, they were able to diagnose what it was, sent me to Georgia, and that's where I was doing my recovery. So in that recovery time, I definitely kept in contact with my partner. You know what I'm saying? Right. And at the time, wasn't the partner. We just kept in contact because you was just somebody that I just knew that shared visions like I did. We were just both visionaries, and so it was easy to talk to you about stuff. And I gave you what I wanted to do with the radio station and a lot of the things we wanted to do. So I told you that I was going to do the review shows. So I started doing the review shows. You were always in them, always supporting, and you just kept saying, well, there's going to be there's a shift coming real soon. So really stay on that radio thing. You get that thing started and really stay on it. Continue these review shows. I'm telling you, things gonna shift. I don't know what it is exactly, but things gonna shift. So really double down on it, bro. Double down on it. Don't hold down. Double down on it. You helped me implement all the different things I was implementing. The midday blaze ups that we were doing. You had the idea to let's do, instead of doing the countdown, do the blaze up. Be going. You know what I mean? So we did that type of thing. So it was a lot of stuff that we was just putting in motion, and then pandemic hit. And once the pandemic hit, nobody was playing music at all. No, the DJs wasn't hipped on going live, and a lot of people weren't hipped on that. But there was one person that was still kicking. Radio station pumping strong, and this guy. So it was like now overnight the 35 to 40 people to going into the live now in the thousands. Where the shows are big now, everybody's trying to catch up while we're already there. And okay, so we just kept that momentum going, and then it was like, all right, it's about that time we started this network up. And my God, we took the leap and we did it. We as crazy as we both had the aspirations for it, we both had somewhat of the connections to get it together. We found it, and we were the missing pieces to our puzzle,
Yep.
Got them connected, and we got the thing started. And I remember it like it was yesterday, when the very first time when it launched, to be able to pull up my Roku device and see them wings. Oh, and nobody could take away what we felt. Nobody. There's no way. To know, boy, we got a channel up right now. and nobody. There's billions of people on this globe, and we're the only two.
Come on,
that's special.
Come on,
that's
super special.
That's special,
and it's a testament to you, Blaze, to your business acumen, but also to your perseverance. You know, not giving up. I'm sure you all just heard him, and if you didn't hear him, I'm gonna repeat. This man is living with lupus, and when he was diagnosed with lupus and myositis during some of the tough times of his life, he could have easily folded. He could have easily took the easy or the coward's way out and just folded, but he did not. He is sitting before you today here, Wildin' Out Mondays on Catch a Vibe Radio, catchaviberadio.com, excuse me. But he is also blazing a trail. You see what I did there with the, you see what I did there?
What's up? Yelling higher than the moon, strike lightning, then you doom. While they vibing to the tune, like that's what's up. Like all truth.
Yeah, he's also blazing a trail for the next generation of artists, and it's not only from the business side. When I tell you this man has such a history, a rich history, I'm gonna ask him something that he doesn't even know, and I'm gonna see if he knows. Sir, can you round out or guess how many songs you have been a part of or recorded and been a part of and released in the world?
Yo, real talk, I have no idea. And what's crazy is today I'm going through the email, because I always try to go through the archives for my show, I Feel Good Morning Show, the Throwback Thursday edition. So as I was going through it, I found a few songs from other people that I'm like, dang, I forgot about that. So this morning, I was going through and I found 4 different songs that I did that I cannot remember doing. I was like, so when I heard it, after I heard it, I'm like, dang, I forgot about that. So that just shows me that there's even more music that I really don't. So if I can think off the top of my head of music that I know I've done,
right,
I'm easily.
Give me a number. Just throw a number out there.
I'm easy at 1,000. Easy 1,000. Because there's been, like, I just think of all 3 of the Blaze It Up mixtapes. So I did 3 Blaze It Up mixtapes. There's probably 5 different Days of Blaze albums. There's the very first one that has a compilation of that first from 2003 to 2004 music. Then I had another one that's from more like 2005 into 2007, within that range. That's not to include the group album that I did with Trilogy, the group album that I've done with this group called the Digi Boys. I did a 16T All-Star mixtape. So we did another one called the Grand Theft Audio. So it was just kind of like the Jacking for Beats thing, but we just named it something different because it's a Jacking for Beats Grand Theft Audio. Like, that's why our minds are traded, but not to him or there. So so there's that. Me and my boy EMC had a whole album together. We had a mixtape, then the album, and then I have another one with my boy Ojo. We did one called LeBron and Durant. That one got like 14 songs on it. We did that. It's like, it's so, and I'm not even past 2012 yet.
Come on.
It's just that's that catalog of music. It's just so much. Then me in Category 6, we were signed to David Guetta, which, if y'all don't know who David Guetta is, one of the biggest DJs on the planet. And there was that deal with that. So as Category 6, we had an entire album, and then me and my boy King 9, shout out to him, we had an album, VH plus King 9 equals DOA, which was Decade of Annihilation. So we had it's like yeah, bro. It's been insanity. The amount of music, and that's not accounting the collabs that I've been a part of, the songs that I've written for other people. It's easily over 1,000, easily.
So listen. The reason why I wanted to ask that question is because I wanted to put a stamp on your legendary status. That's legendary. There aren't a lot of artists today that can say that. You know, I can name a few. You know what I mean? And I'm talking about from an independent standpoint to a mainstream standpoint.
Yeah.
I can name a few artists. You are in those categories, sir. So pat yourself on the back, clap your hands, raise a hand, raise a finger up to the air, goddamn, raise a finger to the sky. You know what I'm saying? The whole nine, because that is what this is. And that is why I feel personally and professionally that you are the right man to host this show and the right man to come to when it comes to wanting to take your career as far as this music game, not just rap, not just hip hop. I say the music game, because he is a music savant. He is a musical savant. He is, I'm not just blowing. I don't blow smoke. I don't sugarcoat anything, and you all will learn this while I'm here on Wild Out Mondays, CatchAVibeRadio.com. You all will know this about Mr. Cooper. I don't pull any punches. No. Ever. So when I tell you that's what it is what it is. And sir, I'm proud and honored to be not only affiliated, but partnered with the legend that is Blaze Hunter.
Thank you, bro.
As we just talked about his history in music, we just talked about the fact that he just threw a number out here, because I'm sure if he goes and does a deep dive, it's a hell of a lot more in 1,000 songs. So this question is going to really get you, because this portion of the show is brought to you by,
let's go, Muse IQ. Music.
Sir, let's talk about the new revolutionary musical platform for not just mainstream artists, but independent artists and all artists, DJs, anything that has anything and everything to do with music. Let's talk about Muse IQ, the beginning. Let's talk about the fact that we are proud partners of this revolutionary musical platform out of Denmark. Sir, let's talk Muse IQ. And within us talking Muse IQ, my question is, with those thousands of songs, once we explain and you explain what Muse IQ is to the world, how prevalent would Muse IQ have been?
Oh my God. Oh my
your career. Let's talk that.
All right, so let's talk about what Muse IQ is, and I got y'all right here. We go talk about what Muse IQ is right here. I'll just give y'all real quick. Let's give them a real quick breakdown, real quick.
Welcome to Muse IQ, empowering artists. Muse IQ is a new approach to music streaming, a platform that truly supports the artists. No more pay per listen. Instead, fans can directly support and influence their favorite artists and genres. Receive validations from your fans. The Muse IQ platform is all about transparency. And as an artist, you can see which fans are really feeling you by our fan user rating system. Muse IQ, empowering artists like you.
I mean, so y'all saw it first. Y'all saw what it is, what it's about.
And I'm glad to be able to announce this right here on this show. You know, Blaze has been talking about this all over the world. We have been talking about Muse IQ, and on the 15th, this has been released.
Come on
the 15th, the official
Yes.
launch has been out there. Muse IQ is available all over the globe. MuseIQ.io. Blaze, let's talk about it, man. Let's talk about it. How does this feel, being not only a business owner, world-renowned musician? I mean, and when I say business owner, I mean multiple businesses.
Yes.
But to plant our flag, so to speak, in the next revolutionary move to change the game for independent artists and artists, that artists making money, artists making a living, actual living in this post-streaming era of music. How important and how great it is to be a part of this, man. Like, how do you feel about it?
Man, it in one sense it feels like we would be a part of it. It's been the trajectory of what we've been doing. We've been a part of an amazing platform so far that has changed people's lives, literally. It's changed people's lives. So to know the potential of what it can do if someone just took advantage. So with this platform being what it is, it's like, in one sense, humbly speaking, it's like, of course we would be a part of this. Right. But in another sense, man, it's I'm always just thankful. I'm always thankful to God. Like, I'm in a position to do what I love to do, and in a position to actually be able to change lives. There's so many people who I'll just paint a scenario. They have their music out. They're working hard. They're doing it's for at least their own knowledge of what they feel, because they ain't being taught out there to a lot of people to the way that they feel that you should promote to get people to listen, and they're just not getting the streams. They're just not getting the money, and now they're frustrated. Like, dang, man, all right, music is all I want to do. You know what? I'm not somebody to do that. Give me a pop, 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 pop. Take whatever. Now, this type of thing happens. Who knows what goes wrong in that situation? But regardless, they feel like these are the measures that they got to take because they're not getting their just due. The industry don't give a damn that they're not getting their just due. They don't care. So to be a part of a platform that annihilates a lot of that, people pay attention. That isn't just annihilated. Now you have platforms that are built to coincide with each other. Like, when you get your music on Music IQ, now you got the opportunity to make money with your audience. And then if you don't know how to engage with that audience, Blaze It Up Radio, Signature Series Network, Knife Wonder Magazine, we give you the education and the tools to be able to engage and connect with that audience. Now when you connect with that audience, the audience could support you on Music IQ. So to know that we're literally a part of something that literally changes the course of history, period. Like, this is going to change, especially when everybody smartens up and it catches on to enough. It's going to change the landscape of music. It's going to make a lot of other companies mad. It's going to be a whole lot of craziness. Now, you asked the question that what life has been like if I had this years ago. Oh my God. Everything happens for a reason.
Right?
Like, there's no saying that had I made it 10 years ago that we would have created the Signature Series network of things. There's no, who was to say that I wouldn't just be a part of this mainstream system that's out there, because I wasn't as educated. I haven't been screwed over enough to know certain things. I had to go through the journey, the hell, the pit stops, all of that, to see the snakes, to see the real motives, to see all of this stuff. So now that I know, I'm like, all right, now I can create, and all right, at the end of the day, you need a team. All right, so somebody else that's like-minded, Mr. Cooper. Now we create. So I got to create. You've already created. We come together. Now we create something bigger. It's like it had to happen that way. But if I had Muse IQ back then, especially when I was 100% artist, when I wasn't doing the radio, when the influencer and all that stuff, and it was just hit stages, hit the studio, tour, when it was just that, oh my God. I'd be paid.
If there's a takeaway and something that you can leave the independent artist that's watching this right now, something that you would tell them to do about signing up to Muse IQ and why they should sign up, besides the video that was just played, and what you're speaking on it from our behalf and what we're doing, what would you tell that artist or those artists that are watching right now on why now is the time to sign up for Muse IQ?
Yeah. First, I say come close to the screen, listeners, you. Come on. The heck taking you so long? To talk about this for damn near 2 months, and y'all still ain't signed up.
Yeah,
that's one. That's the first thing. Two, look, I can speak for artists because I understand that. I know what it's like to be an artist, to have the dreams and aspirations, to want your music to be in people's ears, to be in their lives. Understand that, all right, this costs this and this costs that. I need this money to make this happen, and I get all of that. You find out that it ain't about talent, that it's all about the business. It's about what the business is, and they don't care about how talented you are. It's about the money. So this is why it's so important to sign up for this, because this gives you the ability to actually make the money. It's not something that's far-fetched. It's 100. Are you trying to tell me that anybody that's watching this right now, you do music, you got a catalog of maybe 2 albums? Are you trying to tell me that you're not talented enough, your music ain't good enough, that you can't get, out of the billions of people on this planet, you can't get 1,000 people out of the billions, 1,000 of that billion? You trying to tell me you can't get 1,000 people that will sign up and validate you for the cheapest plan, which is only $5? That comes with one validation. Validations cost $1. So if all 1,000 of them validated you, you're making $1,000 per month. $1,000 per month. You're trying to tell me your music ain't good enough for you to reach 1,000 people on this planet? That's it. Just think of that. What would $1,000 extra a month do for you?
Come on.
You know what I'm saying? It's like this is not unrealistic. This is not a pipe dream. This is something that legit can happen. It's like, if you can't make that happen, sadly to say, it just ain't meant for you.
That's it.
It ain't. If you can't make that happen, you don't want it bad enough. You don't really want it like you feel you do, or you say you do.
Like you say you do.
Because you'll make it happen.
No matter what.
No matter what, make it happen. So that's the takeaway right there. You sign up for it because it's something that is so realistic that you can do. It will better your career. And artists, it is free to sign up. I'm sick and tired of telling y'all it costs nothing. It is free to sign up. It costs nothing. But
one more time, just in case you didn't hear it. One more time.
2 to 3 minutes of your time is all it takes. Money, it's none. It costs nothing to sign up. It's free.
So sign up to museiq.io and change your damn life.
Come on. Simple as that.
Hey, that was the commercial right there. That was the plug.
That was. We're using it. We're using that. We're using that. We're clipping that.
Yeah.
We're clipping that.
Listen, man, I know, because I see in the background as well, you have a day of recording. Let's give people an insight into what you do outside of just music, outside of business, things of that nature, before we get you up out of here. And let's let everyone know about the cheerleading landscape of what you do and how you have, now I'm not going to say single-handedly, but the majority of it, I'm going to say how you have changed the game where it comes to recording, where it comes to creating, and in the cheerleading and in the cheer world. How did that come about for you, and how has that shaped you even as a musician and as a performer and as a creator to elevate yourself outside of just what people try to box you in as being a musician?
Man, again, started off by God putting me in a position for my talents to shine. Because my talents shine, shout out to my boy Andy Henderson. He is the owner of Cheer Freaks, which is under this big amazing company called New Level Music. They're the #1 cheer company on the planet when it comes to creating this music. Nobody's better. So when Andy, and before they were #1, when they were just one of the fish in the sea, Andy had his South Florida division, and another artist, which I started the career of, another artist that I was the first person to engineer them, making beats, things of that nature, was doing vocals, for him, and was like, I know somebody that'd be amazing for this. Brought me on. So it started off as just me coming in and doing raps for them, and then through conversation started with let me write a little bit, and then it's like, oh, you engineer and do this too? Oh, I definitely could use the help too. So it started, it started just to elevate, and at the time it was a lot of just doing a couple rap voiceovers, but still using industry music with the mixes. So still the game wasn't revolutionized yet. Right. So then it got to a point to where we were growing in popularity, started getting these, celebrities. Like I got to work in the studio, with Katrina, with freaking what's his name? Brother Marquise, you know what I'm saying? They're like to take their original songs, rewrite them, and then they rap the words that I'm writing to their songs, like you ain't nothing but a hoochie mama. We had a scene, there's a team called CA Puma. So the song was you ain't nothing but a CA Puma, get that. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's just like, it's crazy to do stuff like that. Like through this company, we've just T-Pain, Bone Crusher, the Yin Yang Twins, Akon, it's just a lot of, and would have never thought that, part of something and my engagement with these people would be freaking cheerleading music. Would never know, So even when I was on the, I was doing the call with my boy freaking and you best believe I'm editing you out. Who I just did the damn interview with? Not that eight, you feel me? 112? Not 112. Right before 112, I did the Eastside Boys. So I did so yeah, I did the interview, the Eastside Boys, and it was like I'm telling them about what I do with the cheer music. He's like, oh, I just did a session with your boy Pat in Atlanta last week. So it was like small world that it's crazy. But it went from working with these celebrities, and then that slowly matriculated, and the labels are like, all right, we're not getting royalties from these cheer mixes and these competitions, so we're gonna start to sue. So companies started not allowing us to use certain music. So we got to one year where we couldn't use Missy Elliott, we couldn't use a few different artists, and we like, man, these are some of the hottest songs. So I'm like, not for nothing, we produce, we rap, like, why do we need anybody else? So we like, you know what? We just gonna create our own stuff. And before I went to completely creating our own stuff, there's a lot of sites that are out that have like people who pre-make their record stuff just for people to use them. Yeah. And it was like, all right, we're using all this stuff, but we literally could do this ourselves. So we were the only company to bet on ourselves to like, you know what, y'all, we're not going to use no labels, no celebrities. We just going to do it. And if we do use a celebrity, they coming in and just doing stuff that I want, and we're just using their likeness, and my God, changed the river life. We went from one of the fish to being the only damn shark. being the only shark. Nobody can touch it. There's so many world champions who use our mixes. You go to the championship, 98% of the competition is our mixes and our voices. You know what I'm saying? So it's been to be a part of that, and that industry is so big. Like those competitions, if you just look at the way how engulfed those hundreds of people that are in that crowd, mouthing off every word, and I'm like, I created these words.
Right.
To watch some of the vlogs of these girls and them using words that we've made up, like instead of saying put respect on her name, we was just being funny and like put spec on her name, SPEK, and the girl in her thing, da 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 da. They're gonna put spec on my name, and it's like they don't know that we created that.
So to be able, basically, to be able to create something, create verbiage, create anything, and these people are picking up on it and they're taking it and they're running with it as if it's just their way of life. You get what I'm saying?
It's their way of life. We created a new culture. We created a new culture in cheer music.
That is exactly why, in this moment in time, interviewing the Ninth Wonder, Mr. Blaze Hunter, I had to let everybody know who he is. Put a face with the music, put a face with the creativity, and you're looking at the man that helps, if not does it all. Blaze Hunter, Ninth Wonder, sir. I'm telling you, man, you all around, bro. All around. It's a reason why you're here, and I believe we have just scratched the surface. I don't even think the world is ready for what's to come. And speaking of which, I have to thank you personally, because my son, the incomparable one and only Mari Ben Raw. Speaking of one and only, Mari Ben Raw, album out now. This guy who I'm looking at right now helped engineer a bunch of tracks on his album, and he has been a heavy influence in the evolution of helping to grow what Mari Ben Raw has done and elevated. Truth be told, he's been doing his own thing, but by watching Blaze and by working with Blaze, I have seen the growth and elevation in the way things are delivered. Are you aware of the impact that you have on any and every artist that you work with, or any and every artist that comes across you? Are you self-aware of this?
Yeah, I've more than like could be take the humble approach. I'm gonna be real. I notice it now, and I never get used to it. It's like it's not a feeling that I'm like, duh, that's what I do. Because what's crazy, I don't go into something knowing that I'm coming in here to rub off on this person. Right. It's never the goal. But to see it, and I always notice when it happens, it's always an amazing thing. And I like to shout out a few names of people who have, verbally told me and said it to others in interviews and things of that nature. I use Josh Moreland first and foremost. Like, everybody always goes on to, man, the way that you perform is, it's this way, it's next level. What was the foundation? What was he always is quick to say, man, Blaze is the one that showed me how to perform. I went to rock a stage, or I tried to rock this crowd. We did this prom, and these girls did not give two craps about him. He's the singer, and these girls and he didn't sound bad. It was just whatever he was doing that worked for other places just wasn't working for them. And then hopped on. We got to whatever segment I was on for me to get on that mic. They was going dumb crazy, and he was like, "What the heck?" So he was like, "Yo, show me your ways, sensei." And he took that ball and he ran with it, and he is one of my favorite performers ever in general. It's like this man I call him the LeBron James of performing, and I say that because LeBron James at 38 years old in year 21 should not be able to do the things that he does at a consistent level. Right. This is Josh Moreland. Same thing. Like, I'm like, bro, why aren't you tired yet? And to know I have another thing that shows me I have that influence. He'll call me all right, just got this new song. I'm practicing the rehearsal. Let me know. Put me on video chat. Put the phone down. We'll perform his whole show and ask for the critique. He got something in his song that maybe have a rap type style to it. You know, you the rapping savant, bro. You this and that. So I need to, let me know what you think about this and these words. So to know that influence is there is amazing. King 9 is another one. He went through a period of music to where he just thought that he had to be vulgar and had to just use profanity and even though it ain't stopping him from in this newer music to to cuss when he need to. He now know it's not like I just need to cuss just to cuss and
Right.
to be like everybody else. He was like, this man got some of the hardest songs and he ain't said not one cuss word. So he went through a phase because at the time it was like, all right, if we trying to be at the time, it really was trying to sell our stuff to a commercial for radio for this and that, and it was like, yeah, I have to do so much edits and whatever for you. And he was just like, man, if you can do it, I can do it. And what's crazy was that made him up his vocabulary, and he became a wordsmith of his own, if you will. And he always verbally, pay homage and thank me for that. So just to see that in different people, to that are doing this at a high level. And it makes me happy. Mari is one of the ones that don't verbally say it; he show it in his actions. And to see how he records, to see how quick he's to pick up on stuff, to see what he does lyrically. He's for somebody that's only been doing this 2 years. He's already at a place. He's lyrically better than so many other people. This boy got bars that go over your freaking head, And what's crazy is when he spit his bars, he does it in a genius way. It's not like a way to where you gotta, like, you listen to some Jadakiss stuff or some Nas things. You gotta go back, listen to it a few times, run it back. Oh, okay, he said that. You may have to get a dictionary out. They do that purposely. Mari has this way of saying some stuff that you don't gotta decipher. But you still got to bring it back a few times. Like he said, what together?
No.
He said that. Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah.
It's crazy. It's new. It's innovative. It's like a lot of people aren't doing it, and to be able to have that ability, to see him do it, but then also to see that, like, what's crazy, that thing that I was saying about me earlier about adapting, but not stealing nobody else's style. That just helps you evolve. He does that with me. He'll see some stuff like when he raps, he's Mari. There's no ninth wonder in him, but he adapts to the fact that there's so many ways I can say this, that, and that. I'm gonna take that, and he does it, and it's crazy. So, yeah, man, it's an honor and a privilege to be able to have that type of impact on people. It really is.
Man, and just to hear you talk, there's such the difference with you, Blaze, and a lot of people don't really come across, and a lot of people don't say it, but I will. The difference between you and everybody else, in my opinion, is the genuine wanting to see people win. You know what I mean? That genuine side of, I have a talent. I'm not better than you. It's some great things that I'm great at, and I love it, but I'm not better than you. So you don't come across in a way to where somebody is less than because they don't necessarily have your talent, your acumen, and your drive and grit. You find a way to lift and build people up. And I think that is a testament to all the years of people that still record with you, that still prefer to record their music or work directly with Blaze. There are people that they'll go and record some stuff, but they won't put it out until they come and record with Blaze, and then it'll be put out. So that, to me, that's just a testament to who you are as an individual, as a man. And sir, I wish you nothing but the best from now and beyond. Not just because you're my partner and I know we gonna get there, but
Yeah.
because you deserve it, bro. You deserve every accolade. You deserve everything that's coming to you that's good, and that's why you are the host of Catch a Vibe Radio.
Come on.
That's why you're the host of Wildin' Out Mondays. That's why you can host and sit and talk with these legends, because, sir, you are a legend, and the world knows it now. Before we get out of here, my last question. It's not a where do you see yourself. I know you know where you see yourself. We don't do that cliche stuff.
Yeah.
My last question to you is, sir, do you see any limits to where you're going at this moment? And in this day and age, in music and entertainment, do you see anybody or anything else that's better than what we're putting out?
None at all. There are no limits at all, and there's no one that's doing it better. Like, yo, we can go a whole nother hour talking about why there is no limits to what we can do, because to do every single thing that we've done thus far has not been backed by no big loads of money. So eventually money will come, because there have been people that don't get it twisted. There's so much money that came that's been turned down.
Turned down
with extreme prejudice.
Let's make that clear. Okay.
Come on.
There is not a deal that comes across the table that is going to taint, hear me good, taint our integrity.
Come on. At all. I do not care.
Understand that, people. And that's the difference between us.
Yes.
And them.
Come on.
We're not two.
We the ones, baby.
Shout out to Bloodline and everybody. Shout out.
Come on.
We not the two.
There's been a lot of scrutiny from certain decisions I've made, and it's like, why didn't y'all crazy? No, you know what I mean. There's a situation to be able to perform on stage with Missy freaking Elliott, like dream come true, bucket list type thing, to be on stage, rock out with her. But it was a Pride festival, and for all you sensitive people, I don't care. Be sensitive all you want. At the end of the day, I can't. Nah, I'm good. I didn't have to dress up in nothing flamboyant, or the song I was doing wasn't even gay. I couldn't, because that's not what I stand for. I have no problem, no quarrel with anybody of that community. Do you? I literally just recorded somebody today in the New Level Music Studios. That's all hell gay. Stanley, shout out to my dog. That's my boy right there. But that's his life. You know what I'm saying? I have something different. I'm an example for my kids, my nieces and nephews, the generation of kids so I can't be contradictory. I can't be up there, what's up, Pride, and I'm performing, and me being there, it shows and it insinuates that I am here and I'm for what y'all are about. That's not me. So I had to turn the performer, Missy Elliott, down. It is what it is. You know, that's just not what.
To me, that shows standing on principle.
Yes.
You know, that's not downplaying anyone. That's not turning a nose up at anyone. That's not
at all
looking down on anyone. But I will not compromise my integrity and my standing on what I believe in to appease others. And that is what you all need to understand with what he just said. Blaze, sir, thank you for allowing me to be the first, I believe, guest host on Wild Out Mondays for CatchAVibeRadio.com. Thank you to CatchAVibeRadio.com for having me as well.
And it couldn't be nobody else. It couldn't be nobody else. As soon as Compton was like, you think you can find someone before he even finished the sentence, I already knew. Okay. Of course. I got that. I got who gonna do it.
Man, this has been great. This has been great to catch up. We're in business. We talk every day. You know, there's nothing that doesn't go past either one of us. But as individuals, we are extremely busy. We are extremely focused on the task at hand, and the task is to create and establish and sustain generational wealth. And sir, I will say that you are well on your way. And again, I appreciate you for allowing me to be the one to bring this light out to the world via Wild Out Mondays and Catch a Vibe Radio.
Sir,
this is Wild Out Mondays on CatchAVibeRadio.com. I am the one and only Mr. Cooper. You can follow me at on IG at I am the real Mr. Cooper. Blaze, where can they follow you, sir?
Man, you can follow me at BlazeHunterNinthWonder.com. You know,
That's right.
You can follow me on Instagram at BH9thWonder. Wonder spelled with the U. Damn it. Wonder spelled with the U.
Yeah.
Get it right.
Wonder spelled with the U,
And-
not an O.
And for those people who, you know, want to, you know, validate your boy, you know, I'm gonna show you exactly how you can do so. Right now.
Go to BlazeHunterNinthWonder.com, and if you want to support your boy on Muse IQ, you got an Android, you know what I'm saying? Just click on the Google Play, you in there, you feel me? And if you happen to be an iPhone user, you click on the Apple Store, and there you go, right there, you got the Muse IQ app. You feel me? I appreciate y'all, man. Y'all make sure y'all validate your boy ASAP. Yes, sir.
Cause we all in, homie, we be rolling, coming for that jackpot, so you know we all in, we all in, we hear you haters talking, we all in, we
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's it, man.
Yeah.
You already know what it is. Again, this has been Wildin' Out Mondays right here on Catch a Vibe Radio. I am Mr. Cooper. That is Blaze Hunter. And we are out.
All in making that bankroll. No cat, no fit, and no Kango. Play 100 night, one got gang though. You ain't talking money, you ain't spitting my lingo. Good luck, talking my crew, bro. You get touched, drop it like judo. Ooh, y'all know I be about my bucks. I'm just a Kupo. Yeah, I all in like the NBA. 100 don't play, so you can't roll with us. Just ain't rock with this queen jack. Extra, read all about it. We got big news, Book Jammers. Book Jam's full access yearly subscription is here. Let's go. For only $19.99 a year, Book Jammers can have full access to all Book Jam's ebooks. It's simple. Subscribe for $19.99. Get the special password, enter password on the subscription page, and enjoy all ebooks all year long. Subscribe today and enjoy the ride with your favorite Book Jam ebooks like Katie Eats a Lot, Mellow Wonderdello, Milestones, and a whole lot more. Log on to My Book Jams.
You're rocking with the best.